A warm welcome to Mollyanne Sherman.
Thank you very much, Felix, and hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to just take a quick tour of a project that we did a few years ago. That was my 5-day kitchen renovation. Now, this is an unusual situation, and this is just from the demolition to a functional kitchen. Not completed as far as aesthetics and all of the finishes, but it was a 5-day demo to functional project. It was a kind of a crazy sort of venture when my husband went out of town on a Monday. And up in the upper left is our before, and the wall that was between the kitchen and the dining room was removed, and you can see down below where it's now open to the adjoining space. And there was originally a door off of the side. Oh, you'll see this in the next shot here. Okay, so you see up in the upper left, you see there's the refrigerator and then the door that goes out into the entry. In the entry, you see the front door opened a bit, so to the left you go out to the exterior. So this is a plan that you probably all have seen very often of your sort of typical tract home in this area, where you come in to the right, you go right into the kitchen or ahead into the living space. So cutting off the door from the entry dictates the flow into the living space instead of bringing your guests into the kitchen, and also provides a much more functional corner for that kitchen area. Oh, that's a duplicate. And then this is after 3 days. So the cabinetry that was there was reused because the kitchen had recently been redone, so the cabinetry was in good shape. It's a modular system, so we took them out and rearranged them in a different configuration using the same cabinetry. I have 2 holes that would be filled with new cabinets that would allow for a couple of others, but the spaces were provided for those to slip in at whatever point is feasible. And you can see after 3 days, and this is the day that my husband came home, and came home to this. He didn't know I was going to do this. It was a complete insanity.
Did you steal your husband, Molly?
Well, he came and set that thing up today, so I guess so. So this is after 5 days. It's now functional, and you can see that there's some cosmetic things to be done. The back panel on the island is just plywood and has finished material that still go onto it. The painting hasn't been done, the lighting hasn't been changed, there's backsplash to go in. The door swing on the refrigerator needs to be changed. Actually, it needs a new refrigerator, but you know, again, when it can be managed. And so this was on Friday, and on Saturday, the following day, we had a party in this home for over 80 guests.
Did you get invited?
Yeah, I'm crazy.
It was from
So this is after we took a break out over the holidays. This was just before Christmas, and in February we finished up with hanging the hood, changing the lighting, putting in the backsplash and the painting and some of the finishing touches. We had a flooring to be patched and such. So, so this is the completed project, with the exception of there's a raised glass bar that's going to be added to the back of the island at some point as well. But this is kind of how some people can manage to phase a project to manage the cost of it over a period of time instead of having to lay down the whole chunk at once. But it makes it a little more manageable. And we did have the advantage of having cabinetry that was something we could utilize and rework with. So that was also a big benefit. Even with that, this particular project, I used a handyman to do the work, so I was owner-builder representative, and the cost of this was about $30,000. That was without cabinets. So give you an idea where we're at. And there's a desk area that was off to the side that we didn't really do much with, but that kind of finishes the space. This is how it now looks out into the living room and dining area, or dining room and into the living space. And another shot from the interior. This was the temporary kitchen while the kitchen was being redone. There was a laundry room that we had done previously, incorporating the washer and dryer under counter and providing a nice bit of counter space. So it worked very nicely for an alternative workspace. And here's overall shots of the interior of the space as well. And we've been working on the home over the course of the time we've been in this place, and again, looking at the phasing of projects to make it manageable over time. And there's the living room space. So that was the original kitchen layout that we came into when we bought the place back in '98. And you can see that this U shape down here at the bottom, the dishwasher opening in front of the cabinetry, getting to the cabinets up above where those dishes go, where the dishwasher is blocking that functional space. So, you know, you're opening the dishwasher, unloading the dishes, putting them on the countertop, closing the dishwasher, opening the cabinet up above. The function just was not there. So that's what we really look at, is how do we make the space work the best? And that was just one little point in the issue. This is the reworking of the space here. Over to the right is kind of a phase 2 to add a double oven and some other things where we're going to rework the desk area. But again, that's the next phase of it. So, and that was the 5-day kitchen.
Wow.
Does anybody have any general questions they'd like to ask about what we do or whatever? Yes, Rachel.
What if I'm cheap and I don't want to pay $30,000, but I want some cabinets a little bit better than Home Depot?
Well, it's really important to look at realistic budgets when you're looking at what you want to do with something. And really, it's you do have choices in what you do as far as products and the quality of products that you want to incorporate, which can help with the overall budget considerations. And then also controlling how the labor is handled. From hiring a general contractor has one implication as far as the overall budget, or the do-it-yourselfer approach where you are acting as your own general, maybe doing some of the work yourself, and or bringing in the individual subs on you. You have an electrician, you have a plumber, and you're running it or taking care of those elements on yourself. It depends on your comfort level and their capability as to what makes sense. But I would say that you're starting with a basic kitchen renovation similar to this. You're generally starting with everything, replacing probably closer to 40 to 50 is your typical starting point. So I don't know if that helps. Yes?
How much of the 30,000 was appliances?
The range, the hood, and the microwave. We also replaced the sink. But we already had the dishwasher, and you can see we have not yet replaced the refrigerator.
But how much of the 30,000 did you pay for appliances?
Oh, how much of that? Let me see, about 4,000?
4,000?
3 or 4,000? Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much for your time. And again, I'm here available for questions at any point that you'd like to discuss that. So enjoy your day. Thank you.
Mollyanne. Before we go ahead and go into the listings for our presentation,
I hope this bit of information has been helpful. For more information, please feel free to call us at 650-617-3497 or 510-742-9797. You can also visit on the web at macdesignstudio.com.